Three of the Premier League's biggest clubs will battle it out for one of Europe's hottest properties in the January transfer window. Plus reports that Arsenal have agreed a big money transfer, and the latest on Mesut Ozil and Antoine Griezmann. It's rumour-milled three-way battle for Thomas Lemar. Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal are all set to the battle for French ace Thomas Lemar, according to L'Equipe. Lemar, who was the subject of a massive deadline day bid from the Gunners, also came close to joining Liverpool in the summer transfer window. Instead, he remained at AS Monaco, who have since been knocked out of European competitions after winning the French Ligue 1 last season. Now, fresh reports claim Chelsea are entering the race for the 22-year-old, prepared to bid £80 million $140 million next month for the player, who has only just returned from a shoulder injury. France's midfielder Thomas Lemar. Picture of Arsenal's $62 million done deal. Ozil latest, a former Stoke and Blackburn midfielder, could end up at the Emirates. No, seriously. El Gol Digital, via The Sun, are reporting Arsenal have landed Sevilla midfielder Steven Nzonzi after the two sides agreed a £35 million fee for the January deal. The 28-year-old Frenchman has fallen out with Sevilla management after he was hooked at half-time in the Champions League draw with Liverpool in November. Nzonzi said in a recent interview with France Football, "My future is somewhere else. We just have to wait until December is over and everything will be done." Sevilla's Steven Nzonzi against Real Madrid. Picture AFP. I hope Sevilla qualify in the Champions League and have good luck in the future, but I will not be part of that adventure. What hurts is the way everything is going to end. It hurts, of course, but for now the team is functioning. There's only a short time left, just December to pass, and it's better that my time at Sevilla stops then. Meanwhile, Arsène Wenger has said the club has not yet offered Mesut Ozil a final contract offer as the German enters the final 6 months of his deal. Ozil could negotiate a free transfer to one of Europe's giants in just over 2 weeks, with Wenger also insisting he is keen to keep both Ozil and teammate Alexis Sanchez. No. Negotiations are always going on with everybody, said Wenger when asked if the club had offered their take-it-or-leave-it deal. I said that many times that I want Sanchez and Ozil to stay, and that's all we can say. Is it 2 years to go? 1 year to go? 3 months to go? The door is always open, and for the rest I cannot tell you much more. Atletico's Antoine Griezmann. Picture Antoine Griezmann to leave Atleti for Barca. Antoine Griezmann was a wanted man in summer, with Manchester United flirting with a move for the Frenchman. Now, according to The Independent, Barcelona are the team that will sign the 26-year-old at the end of the season. Senior figures at Atletico Madrid and Manchester United now believe Antoine Griezmann will go to Barcelona in the summer in a mega-money deal, writes Miguel Delaney, with United cooling in their interest. Griezmann opted to remain at Atletico Madrid for another season, after the club failed to have their transfer ban overturned. The Frenchman signed a new long-term contract, which means Barcelona are expected to have to fork out over £100 million, $178 million for the attacker. Coutinho hails Klopp's impact. Liverpool star Philippe Coutinho has hailed the role Jurgen Klopp has played in developing his skills as a player. Coutinho will again be in the middle of a transfer battle, with Spanish giants Barcelona desperate to prize the Brazilian away from the Premier League. Barcelona made 3 summer bids for the 25-year-old and are expected to re-enter the market for Coutinho, who has scored 9 times in 15 games this season. He's helped me a lot. I think the way he's helped me to play when we don't have the ball, when the team is under pressure, is really different. Coutinho said of Klopp, "We've changed how we play. We've tried to switch to a different style, and I think that, bit by bit, I'm getting better with that, and hopefully that can continue. I'm now in a deeper position and I'm always trying to improve, and be able to score goals and set off moves because my position demands it. I think playing there is a position where you get to play the ball a great deal, you become more involved in the game. It's a position that I feel that I've adapted to and I like it." Jack Wilshere attracts Hammers' interest. West Ham boss David Moyes has confirmed his interest in Arsenal's Jack Wilshere ahead of a January transfer window that could determine the club's Premier League fate. Arsenal's English midfielder Jack Wilshere. Picture AFP: the Hammers are in big trouble down the bottom of the ladder, and Wilshere is seen as an experienced player who could help lift them as he enters his final 6 months of his Arsenal contract. You'd hope that if you took a player from another Premier League club, it'd be much easier for him to go right into the team and play well, Moyes said. Jack Wilshere would be someone who would have to look at if he was available. I do believe the transfer window could be the difference between relegation and staying up. If we can get the right players, that's the big part of it. I also want to make sure we're looking at players who've got time and who can be at the club for a long period and not just in for a short period. Then there's also the short-term fix for me, which is, how do we get enough wins between now and the end of the season? There's a balance between that. Other transfer headlines: Chelsea's £22 million move for Bayer Leverkusen's Leon Bailey has been rejected, according to the Daily Mail. The Telegraph reports that new West Brom manager Alan Pardew is interested in signing Liverpool's Danny Ings on loan. Rafael Benitez is still yet to gain confirmation of his January transfer budget, with the sale of Newcastle to Armada Staveley's PCP Capital Partners still yet to be completed. Troy Deeney has told Sky Sports he's happy at Watford as reports emerge that the Watford man is a key transfer target of new Everton boss Sam Allardyce.